What's up guys, Boss here, and I decided to make a video on this new graveyard deck going around. So I'm sure you guys have seen this a lot on ladder or in grand challenges. It's been becoming really popular, this Skeleton King graveyard combination, and you see it with the Zappies and the Inferno Drag. Now there are some substitutions you can make, and this really comes down to preference. Some people like using this deck with the Valkyrie, others like using it with the Bowler. For me personally on ladder, I prefer using the Bowler just because it seems to be better in certain matchups, but I notice in grand challenges for some reason I like using the Valkyrie more. I'm not entirely sure why, but that's just what I notice. And then if you want, you could also use Fireball instead of the Snowball, but I think if you use the Bowler, it's better to use the Snowball just so you have a faster cycle. But this is, for me at least, my favorite variation that I like running on ladder. But if you don't, say, like, have the Bowler upgraded, you definitely could use the Valkyrie. So before we head into games, if you guys would like to support me, you can use my credit code BOSS in any Supercell game. Really do appreciate all the support from you guys. It does mean a lot. So currently at 7170 trophies right now, 731st in the world right now. Nothing crazy, but let's try to push up even more and get into the first game. Okay guys, so we found our first game here, and I wanted to let you guys know this is good news. I actually ordered a new microphone, so that should hopefully improve the sound quality. I don't know if it's going to make, my voice more crisp or maybe smoother or stuff like that, but you guys hopefully should notice an improvement. I decided it's been a while since I've kind of like invested in like an upgrade, and this mic I have now was only like $150, something along those lines. This new one's like 500 or something. Not sure why I'm saying the price, but just trying to put it into perspective to, hopefully means the quality of it is going to be a lot better. And the other thing I was considering doing, I'm probably going to wait at least like a month or two before I do this. The last few years I've played this game on a phone. I used to play on an iPad, actually, believe it or not. When I first started playing, I didn't have a phone, and I played Clash Royale, Clash of Clans on an iPad. But I decided, because, as you guys know, those of you who watch other Clash Royale creators, which is probably a lot of you guys, you see they have a larger screen than I do, and I think the reason is because they have an iPad and I use a phone. So their screen probably is like 20-30% larger due to that when they mirror it onto the thing using their, like, the software. So that's why I'm thinking of getting an iPad. I think it's worth the, the money, just so every video, I do from there on out is a larger, a larger screen, which makes a massive difference, I think. So I think that's the next step after, I get the new mic, set it up, hopefully all that's good, and then maybe, yeah, in like a couple months, I'll get an iPad. I'm probably going to mostly play on my phone still when I'm not recording, but just when I'm recording videos, have that iPad just so the screen is larger for you guys. I think that could be worth it. But anyway, let's focus on this first game here. Looks like this guy's using Expo. What's really good is he didn't get really any significant damage in single elixir, which is great for me because obviously Expo usually thrives early on in the game, and something like Graveyard is going to do a lot better as the match progresses. So yeah, as I said, that's obviously very good for me. So I'm already liking how this match is going, even though I haven't dealt much damage. Yeah, as you can see, things are getting really tricky for him. Now that we're, in double, we're overwhelming him. Defensive Expo also got forced out of him, and yeah, we already dealt a lot of damage to his tower in just the first Graveyard push. So we're just going to go Tombstone here. Okay, so we probably need a Bowler, this Expo. Oh, look at that. The Queen actually got pushed in range of the Bowler. That's really nice. So we kind of get really good value out of that Bowler, not only hitting the Expo, but also making sure that Queen dies. So we have a really solid lead here. I think as long as he doesn't get any Expo connections, we're probably going to be in decent shape, just because I feel like, I don't know if he has Rocket or not, but I feel like it's really difficult in this type of matchup for him to, like, Rocket cycle, just because Rocket doesn't really do that good against things like, well, like Zappies and stuff like that. But with that being said, he's still going to do it, and that actually almost puts him in the lead. Pretty close. Snowball coming in, though. Look at all those skeletons. We're getting some damage. Not anything significant, so this is actually like a pretty close game. We have to be pretty relentless, I think, with our, okay, we're definitely going to Graveyard here, because he just used 6 elixir on defense. I can't really punish the defensive Expo in any way, So yeah, we're just pressuring right now. And as you can see, we're actually getting some good damage on top of the tower, which is really good. I can't complain with that. He's pretty upset, I guess. So does he... Okay, he used the queen ability, actually, so he can't use it. He's going to go Expo. I guess he has to, as much as he would like to. Like Rocket Cycle, I guess he can't. That Bowler, he might be able to rocket, but even if he does, I mean, it's a 6 for 5 trade, and it already got value, so I guess it's okay. Just go Skeleton King here, and, okay, he's going to go for his Expo. He plays it in the right lane, which I think is really interesting, because that allows me to play into the Expo, and I can get damage on the tower I'm going for, and damage the Expo, and yeah, that should be GG. So I would say not, like, too difficult of a matchup. I don't think it's one that's, like, super, super easy, because if they do get, like, one Expo lock in single Elixir, you could be in a little bit of trouble, but I think the main issue for him was the fact he had Rocket. I think if he had Fireball, would have been a lot easier for him to get an Expo connection. It was just really difficult for him to outcycle me, and because he didn't ever get an Expo lock in single Elixir, he struggled a lot. So yeah, able to win the first game there. Like, stay ahead the whole time. I was just scared of the Rocket cycle, but luckily it never came down to, you know, him getting too close. So let's head into the second match. Alright, so in our next one here, against Dominican, so we don't really have an amazing starting hand. Like, usually if I don't have Zappies or Tombstone in my starting hand, I don't really like making the first play, but if he doesn't, I was going to say, like, do anything for a few seconds, I probably would be fine cycling arrows, but he made things easier for me by just cycling that bandit. So when someone plays something like a queen, you, in most cases, don't want to cycle an Inferno Drag into it. Bowler's like a way better option, because the Inferno Drag just completely dies. The Bowler, at least... Okay, we can go Zappies here. That was interesting that he did that. Maybe he didn't know, yeah, what I was using. Maybe, because some Bowler decks, obviously, you know, don't have Zappies. Some of them are using Valkyrie. They could be using, I don't know, like that Graveyard Freeze deck that has Baby Drag and Inferno Drag, so it has 2 flying cards. So I guess he doesn't really know what variation I'm using, which ended up working out pretty good for me. So we could actually go Skeleton King here. We're going to get some value because of the skeletons filling up the bar. Forced a queen out of him, which I guess is fine, and he has to already activate the ability. I don't know why he went Ramrodder. That was a little aggressive, but somehow the bandit dash, so that was unfortunate. We lose a lot of the Bowler's health, but it does get the job done regardless. And, you know, kind of like in the first game where you saw we got our main pushes in double and triple elixir, I feel like in this matchup, it's kind of the same situation. Bridge spam is pretty solid overall in single elixir, so I don't really mind, you know, waiting and being patient to, you know, get my pushes going. So that's kind of what we're doing right now. Just going to go Skeleton King here. We could actually try to get the King activated here. Yeah, we do get the King activated, so I guess that's going to be pretty helpful in this matchup. I'm kind of glad I did that, but hopefully we can defend and everything's fine. Okay, he's going to go Queen. Probably, okay, wow, he goes Ramrider too. That's really aggressive. We just Tombstone this, and wait, I don't know how the Queen died. Wait, can someone tell me in the comments, how did the Queen die? Wait, what the heck just happened? I'm really confused. But anyway, this is definitely going to be our first graveyard push here, because as you can see, we got the Skeleton King, we got some support, and we also had, yeah, a lot of support, a lot of elixir. There was, like, no reason not to, and as you can see, first graveyard push of the game, and we already took, like, practically his whole tower. That's absurd. I mean, that's why graveyard is just really good right now. I feel like in just one push, especially if it's, you know, double, triple elixir, it just does a massive amount of damage. And that's why, yeah, graveyard, I've been making a lot of graveyard videos recently, right? Like Giant Graveyard, Splash Yard, and now this graveyard deck. It's by far, I think, right now, I don't know if you guys agree, I think it's the best win condition right now, though. It's just really strong, because even when you're against a poison, you can still work your way around it, because you have cards you can bait the poison with, and oftentimes, like, let's say just Splash Yard, for example. If you're against Splash Yard, you have the Inferno Drag, which gets a lot of value because they don't ever set for it. And yeah, we were able to win this game with just 2 graveyard pushes, pretty much. That's pretty insane. And, you know, that's why, yeah, Graveyard is just really good right now, because if they don't have any good response to it, and there isn't many responses to it besides Mother Witch, which got nerfed, so there's not a lot of right now. Okay, in our next one here, against Kulash. So, we do have Zappies in our starting hand, and I think, as I already mentioned before, that's definitely one of the, like, better starting plays. I'd say Zappies, Tombstone, Snowball are, like, the safest starting plays, but besides that, I would rather just wait a little bit. So he's going to have Baby Dragon Lumberjack. It's making me think it's either going to be Golem or Lumberloon Freeze. Could be something off meta, we'll see. Mega Minion. Okay, so yeah, Mega Minion, you pretty much assume at that point that it's going to be Golem, which you have Inferno Drag for. You have the Zappies, which do decent against it. The only thing, though, is sometimes the Night Witch can be annoying. And I think he actually just played the Night Witch in front. Yeah, that's... So sometimes... Yeah. So that's Golem players for you. Sometimes they do, you know, stupid things like that. Not all of them, of course, but... That's... I don't know how he messed that up. I mean, that's like the simplest thing ever, you know, playing a Golem in front of the Night Witch. But, I guess... You know, mistakes happen. The Skeleton King did just die there. But I'm definitely going to Graveyard because he used a lot of Elixir on offense, and I feel like he's going to have a hard time defending this. He probably is going to NATO, but we're going to get a ton of damage either way. Yeah, even with that Tornado, we got so much. I'll probably just let that Lumberjack get a shot. I think it's going to get one. Yeah, it does. That's alright. Yeah, I wish I got that Skeleton King off in time, because if I did, that would have been even more damage. Sometimes you get the Elixir back when you activate it and it, like, dies at the same time. I don't think I got it back, which was pretty unfortunate, but either way, we're in a pretty good situation right now. And this time around, he is going to drop the Golem before, you know, the Night Witch, making sure it's in the front, so that's, you know, a good... you know, learning from his mistakes right there. I respect it. So, we'll go Zappies all in the same lane, because we know that he probably... Okay, that's... I think we're gonna just... Oh, wow, again, I activated it and it died mid-activation. That's not good. I gotta get the activations down sooner, because they're very... In this matchup, like, I feel like matchups like this... The Skeleton King gets a ridiculous amount of value. I think we just go Graveyard now, and we wait to activate until the Graveyard Skeletons die, some of them. So then that way we can actually go ahead and fill up the bar a little more. That's really good arrow value. I'm for sure going to take that. Night Witch is going to die. Golem got destroyed. We got a bunch of support cards up. So yeah, we're looking pretty solid here. It's, you know, a pretty good matchup. I feel like you can't really... I mean, you could lose this, but... I feel like you'd have to get starting handed or something. I guess the point I'm trying to make is, like, you have really all the counters you need to the Golem, so I don't really see why you'd have a problem with this type of matchup. I don't know if that's going to be enough damage. No, it's not. So he's going to have, I guess, one more chance to make something happen. He's going to have to drop Golem at the bridge, whether he wants to or not. Okay, he's not, so we're just going to Graveyard. I don't know why he didn't Golem, because the support cards are, you know, really easy for me to stop. But I guess at the end of the day, he didn't really have... Yeah, he didn't even have a choice anyway. We were probably going to win either way. So yeah, that's a really easy matchup. Like I said, you're probably going to beat Golem, like, pretty much every single time. So if you hate Golem, definitely would recommend this. You know, Inferno Drag, Tombstone, even the Bowler does solid against it. You know, support cards. So, alright, 657. Let's head into the next match. Alright, we're against Levy. So we just snowball this. So if he's got Fire Spirit, chances are it's probably Royal Hog Cycle. Like, if I had to guess. If he has Earthquake, that's probably what it is, unless it's Hog. Okay, so we're going to play Skeleton King immediately. And then if he goes in for Hogs in the other lane, we got Bowler. So this... Oh, it's got Musk. Okay, so maybe he is using a Hog. Hog is probably... a little harder to beat than Royal Hogs, just because Bowler is obviously really good against Royal Hogs. And I don't... Was it worth it to activate there? I don't think it was, because I don't even think it would have killed the Musketeer, so it would have been a waste. But we can go Inferno Drag here. The Musk is going to get a lot of value. I'm kind of... Cage? Okay, I don't know what this is. I actually don't know what this is now. Okay, so we can go Tombstone like this. It's a really good placement because it basically prevents them from being able to Earthquake it and the tower. And if you have quick reaction time, like I just did there, you can kite all the hogs. If you play it late, sometimes it'll only kite 3 of the 4. But either way, that's going to be the best placement, usually, if they have an Earthquake. So because you just spent, okay, a lot of Elixir and went defensive EQ already, I'm definitely going to go for a Graveyard now. We're going to Snowball. That log was pretty early. I'm hoping we can get some good damage here. Looks like we're not going to get anything that significant, which is really unfortunate. I'm actually... I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I deserved more damage than that, and the only reason I say that is because he literally went Royal Hogs like into a bowler I played. I played a Skeleton King. He went defensive EQ on like, you know, I just felt like I should have gotten way more damage than that, so that's disappointing. But I guess it happens. I mean, maybe it's because it's also single elixir, so he was able to, you know, cycle quickly. I mean, that's kind of one of the benefits of using like a faster cycle deck like he's running sometimes. You're able to get back to what you need, which can be nice. So yeah, he's obviously going to delivery that. And he did just go for an Earthquake, so probably fine to go Tombstone here. Set that up now. Yeah, and he's not going to have it available, so he has to go log. But that Musk, I don't know. Is it going to lock on the tower? Oh, wow. Yeah, this is not looking good. Not the best start, and then I guess our cycle now is a little bit kind of funky. We have to try to reset and come back if we can. Just maybe build like a massive push or something. It's like our best bet. That arrow value is going to be pretty solid. I think we just go Graveyard here. Try to get him to have to, like, yeah, it's kind of space things out. Even though the Skeleton King didn't cross over, I still feel like we got some really good value there, so I can't complain with that. So let's see what he does here. Okay, so he's gonna set up defense. Guess we can Skeleton King in the back. Maybe I should have, if I could, try to snowball that Musk in the other lane. That would have been good, I feel like. Okay, definitely gonna... I think we have to Graveyard here. Just that there's so much value. So much stuff down. Ooh... Yeah, I don't know. We're just not getting... I don't know. I feel like we're going to lose this for sure, but I guess we'll see what happens. We're just not getting, like, any damage that we need, which is kind of sad. He just has, like, all the counters he needs. This is definitely a bad matchup because usually when I play this matchup, I lose. That's how I know it's bad. And when I use the Royal Hog deck, I usually lose... or usually win to this deck, so I kind of can just tell in that way. But I mean, of course it's winnable. It's just pretty hard because that just the faster cycle, and if it doesn't really matter if they have Queen or Musk. I feel like either way, it's just, you know, it's just a, yeah, because I don't know. I don't know about you guys. I felt like I played that pretty well. I think the main problem... Here's my thoughts on why I think it's difficult, like, even though you think it really shouldn't be that hard. The reason why it is hard, though, even though you have Bowler for the Royal Hogs, couple reasons. Like, one, their Musketeer, in his case, Musketeer, Queen would be in the other case if they have Queen, get a ridiculous amount of value, you can't kill it. Even if I had Fireball, I'd have to overcommit on top of it. Inferno Drag gets absolutely no value in the matchup. Zappies absolutely get no value in the matchup. So 2 cards that practically do nothing and get, like, no value. And then EQ, they have a faster cycle, so they could use it sometimes on the Tombstone and then sometimes on the Graveyard. Yeah, just all in all, really difficult. But I guess it's all good. We'll just head into the next match. Alright, so here we go. In our next one here. Yeah, I think, like, I would just say this deck struggles against a lot of, like, cycle decks in general. Hog is another thing that's really hard to beat with this, especially if it's a good Hog player. Like, let's say you're against Hog Bomb Tower with Queen. That's also very challenging to beat because of the Valkyrie, the Queen, the Bomb Tower. All get a lot of value. And then kind of like in the last match, your Inferno Dragon Zappies won't get a lot. So that's kind of really what it comes down to. But anyway, this guy has E-Drag, which is a little annoying because it's going to be great against the Inferno Drag. But I think same as the last time we beat Golem, it should still be a pretty easy matchup, I think, overall. It was just unfortunate that he obviously had that interaction go his way there with that Inferno Drag. But I'll try to make sure that doesn't happen again. Maybe we try to find a way to, like, pressure him when he golems so he can't support it a lot. So he's got Healer. Very interesting. I think we're just going to bowler here. Maybe he tornadoes the bowler in. I don't know. That's... Yeah, that was what I was thinking. Although it looks like he messed it up because actually... Well, I don't know if he messed it up, but... Well, I guess what I'm trying to say... Well, it didn't... Either way, it didn't really do too much for him. I'm going to pressure here because he just spent a lot of elixir. I feel like he wasted a Lumberjack as well. So just because of that, I'm pressuring. And the Inferno Drag is not going to get reset. Okay. I guess I got a little lucky there. It managed to stay locking on the skeletons. And he's going to go all in here, it looks like. And yeah, I guess this is probably, I don't want to say it's like already GG, but this really feels like it's GG already. That was really good that went our way, like taking his tower there, because if we got unlucky, the Inferno Drag would have gotten reset, like if one of the chains from the E-Drag went on it, and then we wouldn't have taken his tower, and it could be a completely different situation. So that's really, really clutch. So just, yeah, have to defend basically. Let's try to stack tombstones here, just go for another bowler. So really, if we just stop this golem push, I think we win. I think really that's what it comes down to. The healer and everything is looking a little scary, but I think we're okay. This bowler is really getting so much value. So yeah, we'll just activate the skeletons here just to up. It keeps getting reset. What is going on? What is going on? Hello! There's a lot of healing happening right now. Oh my gosh, if this match went on any longer than it did, I would have been a little terrified. Okay, so we're probably going to play one more game. I'll see you guys when we find the final match. Alright guys, last game. Alright, we're against Petal. So whenever I play against Petal, some of you guys mention like B-Rad always plays against this guy. So I'm sure you guys are aware of who he is. I've played against him quite a few times as well. I've probably played against him at least 10 times by now, something like that. You know, he always uses the spammy decks. That's what he's known for. Like, you never know exactly what deck he's using, but it's always something spammy and really annoying to play against. So we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna Inferno Drag this. I wanted to wait a couple seconds. I didn't play it immediately because I wanted to make sure I had elixir for like spam that he plays. And yeah, there's the spam as we as we were just talking about spam. Okay, we're just gonna snowball this back, and I guess arrow. Yeah, it didn't hit the bandit. That's kind of annoying. The bandit is a little broken right now. I'm not gonna lie, a little broken, because when it's like doing the dash, it's weird. I don't know how to explain it, and there's a lot of people telling me like it isn't a glitch, but trust me, there is a glitch. The bandit, how it is now, is not how it used to be. And if you don't believe me, probably people have posted about it on Reddit and tons of people on Twitter talking about it. And also, if you're wondering why I ignored that, I ignored it because if I played Zappies on it, I wouldn't have had elixir to have. I wouldn't have been able to defend the E-Barbs, so I would have been kind of screwed either way. Yeah, so I kind of had to. Like, sometimes you have to like take some damage, because if I didn't do that and if I played Zappies on the Ghost, he would have gone E-Barbs in the opposite lane, and I probably would have lost like almost my whole tower in the other lane, or even all of it from the E-barbs, so... Alright, we'll see. This is, you know, it's not a good situation, though. We'll just set up a tombstone here. And snowball this. Probably Skeleton King is fine, I guess. I'm just gonna arrow the princess, because she's kind of annoying. Magic Archer. Probably Zappies. Okay. What the heck is going on? This is kind of crazy, this game. I don't know when we're going to be able to pressure. That's the problem. The thing is he doesn't have any counters to the graveyard, really, but I just don't know how we're going to be able to apply, like, any sort of pressure. That's not good. And I think this is probably GG. I can't really go for a graveyard. Like, I can't really... Like, I'm just gonna lose. Yeah, it's over. It's over. I mean, who am I kidding? That was a bad princess, though. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it now. We probably lost, sadly, but, you know... I don't know how I fully... What? Why did I even bowl her? Like, I'm not... Yeah, I can't do anything. I hate... Do you guys hate when you're just, like, in these situations, it's like, you know you literally can't do anything, like, you lost no matter what? Because that's pretty much the predicament we're in right now. Like, I mean, what are we supposed to do, you know? I don't know. Like, we're just waiting to lose at this point. Because I just, there's too much spam. I can't get off any graveyard push that I need to, you know? Okay, why did he... Really? It was that close? Oh my gosh. Good game. Really? That was a sad way for that game to end. Like, it gave me some false hope, and of course we lost, as I knew we were going to, but it just had to be that close. Alright, well, hope you guys enjoyed the video. You know, had some good games overall, some wins and losses. So yeah, as I said, Mike should be here in a couple days, and then in a month or two I'll consider getting an iPad, so then the screen will be slightly larger as well. It should make, you know, I hope a difference with the mic, and then of course if I got an iPad, that would be a difference, the screenshot. So yeah, make sure to like it if you guys did end up enjoying it, subscribe if you guys aren't subscribed already, and thanks again until next time, guys.